Welcome to George Mason University. We are thrilled to be able to celebrate this outstanding achievement with all of you here today. Please be sure to follow all health recommendations to avoid the spread of COVID-19. All attendees are required to comply with the following policies. Maintain a safe social distance of 6 feet from other parties at all times. Keep a facial covering on at all times. Hand sanitizer is readily available in various locations. We ask that you remain in your seats throughout the duration of the ceremony. Graduates may process to the stage when signaled by a university marshal. Masks may be removed for photographs. Once the photograph is taken, please put your mask back on. For more information on Mason's COVID protocols, please visit gmu.edu.
Dean Rozelle, Visitor Turner Roth, graduates, families and friends, welcome to the degree celebration honoring the class of 2020 and the class of 2021 of the Schar School of Policy and Government at George Mason University. I present Dr. Mark Rozelle, Dean of the school.
Welcome back. We're outside, and it really feels good to be together again. Thank you for coming to this celebration of this special event. I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to be here with you today. In addition to the class of 2021, we have special guests in the audience today. I would like to give a special Schar School welcome to the members of the class of 2020 who are with us. The fact that this ceremony is so important to you, that you came back a year later to celebrate your degree, it is truly moving to me and makes this occasion all the more special. Can we again have a hand for those returning graduates? Thank you. For all of you here today, it is my honor and privilege to share this important occasion with you as we celebrate your degree from the Schar School of Policy and Government. By virtue of your being here, surrounded by classmates, family members, and friends who have shared your journey, I can safely say you made it. I can speak for each one of your professors when I say we are in awe of your accomplishments, and we are very proud to have helped in any way that we did. And now it's your turn. We look to you to go forward into the world and use your skills and your ideas and your dedication to making the world a better place for all. We look to you to use the unbridled determination and strength of character that you called on to earn your degree and to apply it to whatever profession you choose to pursue. Your professors and I know you will find your passion and you will pursue it without fear. We have all confidence that your future contributions will make the world a far better place. And to that end, please never forget that we remain here to help. Although you are leaving us, and for the class of 2020, you are leaving us for the second time, we want you to know that the Schar School stands by to help you in any way we can to help you reach your next level of success. Never forget, you are not alone. And as you graduate from the Schar School, you are graduating into a new community, and that is the alumni community. As of today, you are joining 16,000 plus other Schar School graduates who have prepared themselves, as you have, with the insights and the tools necessary to make a mark in their chosen fields. Not only are they finding success in their occupations, but they stand ready to assist you in finding your own success. do not hesitate to reach out to them. And now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce one of those distinguished alumni to you. Denise Turner Roth graduated from George Mason University in 1999 with a degree in government and politics. She was driven by a passion for public service, and that passion took her to the top when President Barack Obama appointed her, and the United States Senate confirmed her as Administrator of the United States General Services Administration. In that role, Denise led a vital government agency of 12,000 employees and with a budget of about $30 billion. Denise is now the President of Advisory Services at WSP US, a global engineering and design firm with 14,000 employees around the world. Denise continues her public service by serving on the George Mason University Board of Visitors as appointed by Governor Ralph Northam. And we are extremely proud to call her a Schar School alumna. And now, Denise Turner Roth. Denise?
Well, thank you, Dean. It is such an honor for me to be here. I appreciate it. And thank you also to the members of the Schar School Board who were part of inviting me today, and the faculty and staff, and all of you. It is my pleasure and honor to be with you today, especially in such a unique setting. There are those of you out here in pods, socially distanced, of course, and others of you who are streaming live at home today's events. These are not only signs of the times, but likely signs of our future. As I prepared to be with you today, I, of course, watched a series of commencement addresses from last year. And boy, was that a sign of the times. Jarring events took place that will shift our thinking and perspective into the future. For context, let me remind you of just what some of these events entailed in May of 2020. The US surpassed over 100,000 reported deaths due to the coronavirus. The California State University system became the first to cancel all fall classes, and many other institutions followed. Twitter announced that it would allow all employees to work from home forever. And the first recorded protest to mourn the death of George Floyd and deaths of other Black and brown people occurred May 26th and continued on. By May 31st, protests had erupted across the country, culminating in 10,000 protests, with an estimate of between 15 and 26 million people participating in related protests across the United States. However, today we are experiencing something very different. We sit at 152 million American adults having received at least one dose of the virus vaccination. Black Lives Matter movement has evolved from political debate to sea changes in how we think of equity. We have a Biden administration that is directing equity and sustainability as major policy directives guiding activities of our federal agencies. We have expanded our thinking of what constitutes infrastructure to include broadband and access to medical care. And the Department of Homeland Security is investigating how the events of January 6th took place and to ensure that won't happen again. Make no mistakes, this is a unique time and an exciting time. We are faced with a moment in which we not only define the future, but I think we can safely say that the future is on a different path today than it was 18 months ago. We haven't faced a moment like this in generations, and certainly not all at once. We are a country not only in transition, but shaping a bold new frontier. People, this is a moment of urgency. One of urgency if ever defined. And you, all of you are at the helm. So my question is, what's your plan? You have worked hard for the moment of today, and you have given up nights and weekends to get here. You have adjusted schedules and put off family. You've held yourselves accountable when no one else was there. So I know you are capable to do what we need you to do. But if there's any message I have for you today, it is not to underestimate the moment we are in and the opportunity that you have to scope and shape and change our future. So I ask you, what will be your contribution? My answers stem from personal experience. And you may have heard me speak previously on the impact of growing up in Anacostia, an impoverished community. One of the most critical differences between growing up on one side of town versus another is often access. Access to quality food, access to quality education, access to cultural amenities, open space, safe childcare, gainful employment, all of these items that bring comfort. Access to all of the things that make life better. As a young child in poverty in DC, the only thing I had was the future would bring, what I could see and visualize and dream of my future. Through access to buses, I could leave my community for hours on end and wander around the National Monument and museums with my friends. Through the metro system, I could ride 60 minutes to school each way, to a college prep school. I could claim access to important advantages that were not offered in my community. And ultimately, I got a position with a member of Congress on Capitol Hill, and this meant I could finish my government and politics degree here at George Mason University. This experience has brought me great opportunities in my life, the pinnacle of which was working for President Obama. Now it is important to me to make my contributions to the world. I have decided that my contribution will be in creating avenues for equity and infrastructure. This is important to me because I couldn't have taken on this challenge without having access to important support systems in my life. My steps, my current reality, would look very different without these and other circumstances and mechanisms. They were vital to stretching my world beyond my front door. They leveled the playing field in many ways. Today, I lead a team of 500 advisory consultants at WSP, one of the leading engineering consultancies. My CEO said recently that his 6-year-old daughter described what we do as fixing things when they are broken. Access to infrastructure remains a key necessity for communities across the country. Equitable access to infrastructure remains paramount for individuals to have the foundational building blocks for personal success and achievement. I feel fortunate to live in a time where the priority of equity in our policies and investments are coming to the forefront, instead of being relegated to a position of also ran. But what is also true is that it has never enjoyed the position of being a frontline commitment that envelops all that we do. In fact, corporate CEOs, tech industry titans, and corporate boards are pledging their vows to real and lasting change. No, we have not seen times like this before, and I am fully ensconced in the role of championing equity and equitable investments until it becomes a committed part of our fiber. And when I am successful, little girls like me will tell the story of how they stepped into their destiny. This is what this moment allows for me, and I will try my damnedest every day to achieve it. The arc of consciousness is evolving into the fierce urgency of now. Let me just say that again, because I want to really sort of get this moment right. The arc of our consciousness is evolving into the fierce urgency of now. So I say to you again, what are you going to do? What will be your contribution? The moment of urgency is among us. As Dr. King put it with such clarity and foresight when he talked of the fierce urgency of now, and I quote, "We are now faced with the fact that tomorrow is today. We are confronted with the fierce urgency of now. In this unfolding conundrum of life and history, there is such a thing as being too late. This is no time for apathy or complacency. This is time for vigorous and positive action. And this, graduates, is your time. I implore you, don't think small. Go after all that is in front of you. Create our new frontier. Be bold and live like there is no tomorrow, because tomorrow is indeed today. Thank you and Godspeed.
Don't go too far for me. Visitor Turner Roth, on behalf of the Schar School of Policy and Government, it is my pleasure to present you with this token of our appreciation for your joining us today for this degree celebration. And welcome to George Mason again. Thank you. We can do this.
Shall we get down to business? Dean Rozelle, we now have the honor of recognizing Schar School graduates. Before we begin the recognition of graduates, we kindly ask that you hold your applause until all graduates have been announced. Would all candidates receiving degrees please come forward? Dean Rozelle, I now present candidates for the degrees in as much as they have fulfilled the requirements thereof. Gabriel Gonzalez, Master of Public Policy. Sayedin Mariam Naveed, Bachelor of Science. Hadia Abdul Jalal. Jacob Seneda, Bachelor of Arts. Sebastian Viscuso. Taylor Hewson. Malika McNevin. Sarah Basile. Rishan Chowdhury, Master of Arts. Jennifer Sosa Chacon, Master of Public Administration. Min Lee. Ryan Hamad. Megan Ann Hodges, Master of Science. Amber Bergeron, Master of Arts. Madeline Davis, Master of Public Policy. James Peterson, Bachelor of Arts. Madhavi Jitendra Jodhpurkar. Hemam Niway, Master of Science. Durga Kunwar. Ryan Flake, Bachelor of Arts. Nathan Stevenson. Maddie Roti, Master of Science. Marissa Tuzel, Master of Science. Brett Spencer, Master of Public Administration. Derek Olson, Master of Science. David Michael Glass, Bachelor of Arts. Julia Moss, Master of Public Administration. Michelle Diatta, Master of Arts. Arshika Streshtha, Master of Public Policy. Safana Zaini, Master of Arts. Matthew Carlson, Bachelor of Arts. Robert Newman, Master of Arts. Sarah Wells, Bachelor of Arts. Allure Haggerty, Master of Science. Ian Fitzgerald, Master of Arts. Nicole Vasquez, Master of Public Administration. Darian Flowers, Master of Arts. Amanda Attia, Bachelor of Science. Christopher Kernan Schmidt, Bachelor of Arts. Connor Hartnett, Bachelor of Arts. Amer, Bachelor of Arts. Shanti Singh, Bachelor of Arts. Maura Carroll, Master of Public Administration. Sean Patrick Rose, Master of Public Administration. Muhammad Zahir Rashid, Master of Public Policy. Cassidy Whitehurst, Bachelor of Arts. Filipa Vittorio, Bachelor of Arts. Khalifa Al-Hefeiti, Bachelor of Arts. Mariam Rahmani, Master of Public Policy. Kristen Struble. Karen Marquez, Bachelor of Science. Iman Yousfi, Bachelor of Arts. Paul Hoyer, Bachelor of Arts. Shayna Peterson, Bachelor of Arts. Annika Maan, Bachelor of Science. Jasper Swan, Bachelor of Arts. Anna Adams, Bachelor of Arts. Lucas J. Vieweg, Bachelor of Arts. David Kading, Master of Science. Alina McDuffie, Bachelor of Arts. Mackenzie Nelson, Bachelor of Arts. Meryl Rabinowski, Bachelor of Arts. Hunter Young, Bachelor of Science. Mehran Ansari, Master of Science. Rebecca Cooper, Master of Arts. Jose Martinez, Bachelor of Arts. Tanya Boracci, Master of Public Policy. Joanna Karamfili, Bachelor of Science. Haley Kennedy, Bachelor of Arts. Ebony Bernice Louise Grant, Master of Public Administration. Catherine Truitt, Bachelor of Arts. Felipe Ortus, Master of Arts. Hanan Al-Sadi, Master of Public Policy. Yiwen Tseng, Master of Arts. Mary Altizer, Master of Public Policy. Ons Amur, Bachelor of Arts. Katrina Gragnon, Bachelor of Arts. Sorry about that. Justinian Capone, Master of Arts. Francisca Fuentes Vasquez, Bachelor of Arts. Yamilet Membreno, Bachelor of Arts. Catherine C. O'Neill, Bachelor of Arts. Jacinto Su, Bachelor of Arts. Abdillahi Gaire, Bachelor of Arts. Julie Dow, Bachelor of Arts. Irma Arriaga, Bachelor of Arts. Christopher Bender, Bachelor of Arts. Jenny Ketchell Sharp, Master's Certificate. Kayla Anderson, Bachelor of Arts. Emily Tatiana Sanchez. Itiola Akingbola, Bachelor of Arts. Laura Foronda, Master in Public Administration. Brent Jermu, Master of Public Policy. Dean Rozelle, this concludes the recognition of degree candidates for the Schar School of Policy and Government. Congratulations to the classes of 2020 and 2021. You did it. Ladies and gentlemen, after Dean Rozelle delivers his closing remarks, we ask that you remain seated until your row is dismissed by the marshals. Dean Rozelle.
Thank you, Dean. To our degree candidates, congratulations. We are all very proud of your academic accomplishments, as are your family members and friends who are here with you today. Will the graduates please join me in recognizing those who stood by you while you were attending class, writing papers, and studying for exams. Thank you all. Graduates, we look forward to continuing our relationship with you as alumni as you move forward in your careers. As we look across the country and around the globe, we are faced with challenges that will test all of us. Our hope and trust is with each of you as individuals and as citizens of the world. As you leave us today, it is with our blessings and good wishes Congratulations to the classes of 2020 and 2021. Congratulations, everyone.